This is Salamancer, and you know what? It's been quite a while since we've seen a scout with no eyes. So I figured we should just check that out. But this game today is going to be between Cryptic versus Trees Fortress 2. I don't know where the Cryptic team got their community together. I do know that Trees Fortress 2 is a Reddit community, so we're going to see what these guys have to show for us here in ESEA Open. It's continuing our coverage of CP Snakewater. Snacks on deck, the demo man for Cryptic. Took a little bit of a weird roll out there, and so that means he's going to be a little bit later than the blue demo, but still trying to aim those stickies at him. And not getting too much damage yet, but you know what? Oh, he's kind of aiming for the medic here. There you go, going to try and put some pressure on over there while the rest of his soldiers get here now, and they should be jumping. Looks like that is exactly what they are going to do. Jump in, take out some players. Crab Nest, OBJ, all of them down. It's going to be just the medic trying to get out of here, and he does need to run back pretty fast. There's a scout chasing after him right now, and oh no! Can he get away from this? He might be able to, but this scout is pressuring all the way back to last. He might get the kill. Oh, Yoshi Dash. Oh, with 3 health left. Did that scout even have a pistol? He should have pulled out a pistol. I mean, honestly, he could have killed him. That was ridiculous. But Yoshioka got back to last. Thing is, he's not going to have an Uber yet. So Cryptic could actually still push and get in. I don't know if they realized that because they did not take down the medic. And they're being a little bit too cautious now. So it's going to be too late. Now the Ubers are even. Yoshioka Dash will have his Uber up in time to keep his team alive here on the last point. And by the way, okay, well, don't worry about it. I was gonna say their tag is kind of funny too. Pretty much the Trees Fortress guys, like wherever they go on Reddit or just the R trees, whatever, they'll put a number between 1 and 10 in these little brackets, like in whatever they post, and you can imagine what that means. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, and yes, I meant that literally. So. Some good spam coming in, and there is kind of a trap on the bucket, but that is, I mean, it's fairly visible. Nice pills, though, from OBJ, and yes, they do see that trap. They're just like, oh no, get away. Is he using the Righteous Bison? I think he is. So he does not have his shotgun out. He's got that Bison instead, which is an interesting move. One thing you'll see a lot of players do is, I mean, of course, the medic will try to hang out behind his pocket, right? The soldier tries to absorb the damage. Well, the Bison goes through people. So it's not going to do a heck of a lot of damage, but if you fire the Bison, you're going to be hitting that medic anyway, even if he's behind the soldier. So it's kind of cute, but I don't think it's going to be that useful. The shotgun is better for just that upfront damage, which really you kind of need against scouts anyway. If you're using the Bison, you're not going to... Let's see, are you the one? No, you have the shotgun. Let's find the other one. Shaquifa using the Righteous Bison. Yeah, if you've got that out, it's not going to help you against scouts because it's not a hit scan. It's actually a projectile, and you really have to predict scouts' movement really well. I don't think it's going to work very well. All right, well, there is a sniper out right now. It's going to be Silakes. Ooh, that's a tough one. And he is looking and he spots a soldier, spots a scout. Oh, he sees that heal beam. Wants the medic. Can't find him, though. I think the medic actually realizes where he is and is kind of keeping his head down. Maybe not. Yeah, no, they have spotted the sniper now, and he's taking some rockets, needs some heals. Come on, medic, get up here. Oh, okay, there you go. Medic will start overhealing Silex pretty soon here now, so we can try and get another shot or two off here. I mean, at this point, Cryptic is doing the right thing, trying to get a pick, but, you know, you need a pick at this point. Because this is not working so well. The longer they wait here, the more likely it is that, a spy may come out, or that they may get counter-sniped, or that there could just be a tiny little push from the soldiers or whatever that forces their medic to pop early, and then they're in trouble, right? So you got to be careful. Oh, OBJ, though, down to about 30 health. Oh, that one shot could have finished him off, but he's going to be... Yes, he does! Takes down the demo man. And somebody, I guess, complaining about Snakewater. He gets another headshot there on Pop Pop as well. Now here comes the Uber. Of course, Blue is going to pop the Uber of their own. There are a couple red players on that point right now. And Blue's going to have their Uber going for quite a while. Look at the Uber flashing there, keeping that Heavy alive, but actually not keeping anybody else, and that is really going to be it. The Heavy's going to go down. Cryptic takes it 1-0 so far. Nice little bind there, I guess. And yeah, that is going to be round 1. They do play to 5 rounds, if you are fairly new to watching TF2. So whoever gets that all-important 5 rounds first will win. There will be a halftime when one team gets 3 points. And here they go, out to the middle fight again. This time around, Snacks got a lot faster. And no, this is not the same Snacks as Anonymous. It's a different guy. But he got out there nice and fast, which means that he and the enemy demo man are going to be about even. But Cryptic lose one of their soldiers there, Shaquifa, the roaming soldier, I believe. Lose him right away, and they're having to deal... Whoa, sorry about that. Having to deal with some spam. Looks like the Trees Fortress team is a little bit backed up here over to the side. You kind of want to get a little further out towards this way, or at least keep the high ground, because if you don't keep the high ground, you're just going to eat rolling grenades and all kinds of stuff that's just nasty for you. And I would know about eating stuff that's nasty for you. Got food poisoning on Saturday. Oh. Anyway, Cryptic losing a couple more players here, and Stephanie, the pocket soldier, I believe, they're going to have to back up now because they don't have anybody. I mean, they've still got the roamer, but when the roamer's protecting the medic, it's not the best position to be in because you just don't have anybody watching your flanks at that point. And so, nice catch on the sticky traps. They have been detonated now, so blue team can move forward. And that red soldier is still not taken out yet. Okay. So, Pop goes down to a nice little trap there from Shaquifa, but Shaquifa, of course, just traded for Soldier as well, and was really going to try and go for the medic pick. You know, if you can get that medic to pop his Uber early, that's what you want to do, but the medic was playing it cool, said, nope, we don't need an Uber right now. And both teams are just about even on Ubers. I'm kind of surprised to see that neither team really pushing forward, but nobody really has a player advantage anymore, so they're just going to hang out on top of this train car for a little while. Oh, a nice hit there on Snacks, and that is not just Snacks. I gotta get this right. Snacks on deck. It's a different guy, but yeah, Snacks there took a hit. He's gonna be okay for a while though. Pretty much just have to wait for Shaquifa to come back on Sniper and take down OBJ again. That's got to be painful. So now, yep, the Crypt's doing exactly what they need to do. The team Cryptic, they are going to try and run up and get some flanks with their scouts. Magikarp got taken out pretty early, though, but the scouts sort of did their part. They went in and they screened for the attack a little bit early. Problem is, they went down, and now the Uber's over. They really have nothing left to try and stop this onslaught from the blue team. Can they keep Black alive, the medic? I don't know. The Uber has just been popped from blue, and I'm pretty sure this medic is going to be eating it. Ooh, nasty stuff. So Cryptic going to have to back up to their last point because they cannot contest for second with only 3 players alive right now, including 1 heavy, and so they've realized that. They know they got to sit back here on last. Snacks on deck now going to try and save the point as well. There's not much of an Uber advantage for blue. They've got a player advantage right now, which is why they're pushing in, and that is a good decision. But the heavy up there, and he's going to start getting overhealed, I think, fairly soon. There you go, getting at least some heal beam on him. Whoops, which means that our blue team will back away from this. But that's a good decision. Once again, I really like the decision making on this team. They went in, they tried to see if they couldn't get some kills, tried to see if they couldn't, just end a round right there. And when they couldn't, they said, no, okay, you know what? We've still got an Uber advantage. Let's back off. Now, it's not that much of an Uber advantage because they have not actually been building all that fast. To build the Uber, of course, you need to be healing players who don't have a full overheal, because if you're not doing that, then you aren't building very fast at all. So it's really only a 10% advantage now, but they might think it's more. Anyway, regardless, it was a good decision to back away when they did. They didn't lose any players there. Now they've lost 1, and an engineer setting up a sentry here behind those crates. Fairly common location for it. That way it can cover the point, and if anybody tries to walk out from underneath or jump out over here, it'll knock them out of the air as well. Plus, looks like there's another sniper going on here. But Crabness, which if it's anything like Katniss, looks like he's going to be fighting for his life here, is on the sniper as well. He looks like he wants to go downstairs first, which means he'll be able to peer in through that little hallway. Choke point there, and he spots Shaquifa, got a headshot off, but it was a quick scope shot for 150 damage, and that is, oh no, that is just not enough. Of course, the sniper was overhealed. Normally, a sniper only has 125 health, but this guy actually... Wait a minute. Where's that sniper? Where is he? He's up to 225, which tells me, yes, he's using the Darwin's Danger Shield, that little thing on his back there. That gives him an extra... What is it? Extra 25 max health. So yeah, he's at 150 right now. It's actually more than a scout. Oh, that was a bad idea, though. He was trying to be a super sneaky sniper, and that's just not going to work out at all. But yeah, you got that extra 25 max health, so of course when you're overhealed, you get up to 225, and it only takes a minor little touch of overheal just to keep you slightly above 150, so that an enemy sniper can't quickscope you to death. However, if you are not overhealed at all, you will still get killed by that one headshot, regardless of how charged up it is. But yep. Oh, some good pills coming in from OBJ once again. Take down the engineer, and there goes the sentry crab nest. Took that down. Oh, maybe instead of being like Hunger Games, it's more like Ness from Earthbound, except he's a crab. Crab Ness. We're just gonna stop with that. Cryptic, though, forced to pop their Uber, but it might be a little bit too late. They've still got their sniper up, but he's not going to be able to do all that much against players who are already in. Now, the Heavy will be able to do that, though. Nails that soldier to the truck, and he's still dealing out some pretty massive damage against these guys. So, yeah, everybody ran back away from there on Trees Fortress. It is, by the way, still 1-0 with both these teams. Looking pretty remarkable. And there you go. We've got this sniper going for a fully charged shot now. He's going to wait until he gets somebody absolutely caught out of position. So, I thought he was going to get that headshot. Oh well, he didn't. And now the rest of his team looks like they want to push in all over the place, actually. So we've got Evan Stapler going to sneak into the right-hand side, maybe go for the medic. It's exactly what both these scouts are doing. Oh, this medic is so trapped right now. Cryptic going to lose this round. There you go. Well played by OBJ. A lot of them pushed in various doors. They got 1 or 2 kills, and it just snowballed from there. So Cryptic is now tied with Trees Fortress, and Snacks needs to practice them sticky jumps just a little bit. And that's not usually something you'll say to a demo man, because usually demos, they need to practice more like their sticky aim and their pipes and stuff. And yeah, you gotta practice all that too, but when your sticky jumps look like that, might be wise to practice them just a little bit, because you can definitely get there a lot faster with some more horizontal, less vertical jumps. Snacks on deck really getting powerfully aggressive here, but they're losing so many players on his team. He hasn't gotten any kills yet. It's 6 against 2, and Snacks on deck is just kind of sneaking around, looking to see if he can't get a couple kills here, but that's not going to happen. 1 demo against 5 players, it doesn't work. On the other hand, a scout can do fairly well even with that many players on the ground, because the soldiers are going to be trying to hit the ground beneath his feet, and even if they manage to hit him at all with that, it's only going to be like 30-20 damage from the splash. So when the soldiers are aiming at his feet, and you've got scouts who he gets really close to them, it's tough to hit those close-up meat shots. So you can actually get in there and deal some decent damage to the enemy medic if you've got good aim, but it was not enough. It is going to be a big Uber advantage now for the Trees Fortress team. They've already got a scout or 2 standing on the point. Even though they lose 1, that is just going to force the red team to stand on the point to try and block it, which means that the blue team can push in with the Uber, deal massive amounts of damage to the entire red team. It's only 1 scout left, and he cannot stop the capture. So 2-1 now for Trees Fortress. So we're going to watch the OBJ rollout, which I believe stands for objective. So just so you guys, I'm just kidding, I have no idea. But there you go. Oh, look at that. That was pretty beautiful right there. Just barely cleared the big fence, which is what you want to do. And once again, OBJ there faster than his opponent. He's got to watch out for these scouts, because when the scouts get there, that's when, as a demo man, your soldiers usually aren't quite there yet, so it's really difficult to deal with those scouts, but looks like the scouts did not decide to go for OBJ so far. Still, he's taking a lot of hits, though, from some splash damage, and the pills coming in are getting kind of scary. Pretty good pills there out of Snacks on deck. Oh, look at that sticky bomb, though. I like it. Don't even know if he meant to do that, but definitely nailed that scout. Magikarp down to 30 health, and they do kill Black. Now they've got to worry about keeping their own medic alive here on this blue team, and these scouts are going to try and make that a hard sell. But nope, they do pop the Uber. So well done by the scouts. They need to back away now, get out of there as fast as possible. Where are they? Actually, they're still hanging out in here. Sorry, we missed that on the camera angles. But why would you be going in? Oh, this is a bad idea, Cryptic. Their entire team just died there. I don't know if they were thinking they could go for the medic there, but really, okay, so the thought process behind that should have been, hey, we got the enemy medic to force Uber. Let's just back up, reset, take a deep breath, and hold second, because now that they've popped Uber, they're not going to have an advantage anymore. And instead, they just kept running in. I'm not sure if there was a decision being made. It was pretty much just each individual player going for kills. Good kill there by Lakes, though, from Cryptic. And so that's going to mean that slight player advantage goes to the red team. They will not probably push on this, but they can get a little bit aggressive. They can afford to check these flanks a little more and do some damage. But they lose Magikarp to probably a sticky trap there. So now Cryptic's going to have to be a little bit more defensive. And OBJ looks like he wants to go in there and deal some spam, but you got to be really careful around this choke point, because there's always going to be sticky traps. There's always going to be pills like flying into your face, just like that. So, nasty stuff. It's tough to push through. It's tough to push through anywhere on Snakewater. Not quite as tough as Granary, but it's pretty tough. And here goes the Uber charge immediately, not waiting for, oh no. This demo man is not going to be happy. Oh, he's going for that pain. He really wants it. But I guess it's not going to happen. And some good pills once again, popping that soldier up into the air. And he does end up helping take down Stephanie. Stephanie actually got killed by Schoenberg, which is a German name. I didn't pronounce that quite correctly, but it was decently close, I know. And that overhealed scout is just being a pest. Pestering Yoshioka Dash just a little bit. Scout Medic versus Scout Medic can be kind of derpy sometimes, because the scouts, if they're not like really good at aiming at each other, they'll just end up getting, you know, little chip shots at each other, and as you can see, no real damage being done in either case. The Trees Fortress team is backed up. Crabness needs to pull out that equalizer, didn't do it, so he is done. Down for the count, and we'll be back up in about 12 seconds. Gotta love that respawn time. And one thing I think, I'm not entirely certain, I think the further back you're defending, so like if you're on your second point or if you're on your last point, your respawn times actually get longer. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there, but it seems like when people are defending last, they often get respawn times of like 20 seconds. When they're pushing last, it's much less. But I don't know. I could be totally wrong. So Snacks on deck, laying down some of those sticky traps again, and I gotta tell you, he's got some decent sticky trap locations. The blue team just might not be able to see this as they walk over here. We're about at head level now. They'll probably spot it. One would hope. But oh, an interesting, looks like Crabness got in there and forced the Uber out of the red team. They're not going to get away with a lot here, but they do manage to take down OBJ. So now there's 2 players down for the blue team. And since they've got an Uber advantage, I really... Oh, that's 3 players down. Yeah, I really want to see Cryptic push right now, and I think they're going to realize they can do that. So they are, in fact, going to try and snake their scouts around behind here on Snakewater. While... Oh, look out! While the rest of their team pushes in through main, goes and tries to force the Uber or something. And oh, there you go, getting a bunch of good kills. The Uber was popped, and it was too late to save that soldier. So now the Trees Fortress team probably going to lose the middle point. Yep, Uber is over. And this demo man is in trouble. Somehow got away from that so far. Crabness on the sniper, though, not going to be very effective. He's at 33 health right now, and he's going to have to back up. They know there's a sniper there, so they're, you know, as they push, they're going to be very careful about this. And now Cryptic once again has an Uber advantage too. So not only did they really play that well on the mid fight, forcing back their enemies after getting 3 kills, now they can push into second anytime they want. They've just got to watch for sticky traps and snipers. And you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay with doing just that. Why aren't they pushing yet? They've got 100%. I guess maybe they're just trying to get in a little bit closer, but I mean, it's kind of scary here because there is a demo, there is a sniper, both who could take down that medic. Red team, where are you? What are you doing? Why aren't you pushing with your massive Uber advantage? Okay, well, they're not gonna push, so I guess they just want to hold on to mid. Not really sure what the decision making was there. And I'm always second guessing. As a caster, it's easy to second guess, but you can be wrong a lot of the time. It could just be they didn't want to push into a sniper because they didn't know where he was, or it could be that they thought they saw sticky traps, or maybe they had to deal with constant aggression on the flanks. I have no idea. There's any number of things that could have stopped them from doing that. But I gotta say, usually when you see an Uber advantage that severe, you will see a push by the team with the advantage. Now, though, both teams do have Uber. Yoshioka Dash is standing in this little upstairs, I guess Team Quantic calls it sneaky, this little sneaky hallway here. There's definitely some less appropriate nicknames for that little hallway there, people call it as well. And whoa, Black, gotta be careful about that. She's actually Bayak, but we're gonna call him Black, it's easier. I think that's what he meant. Magikarp goes down, and now we ought to see a push from the blue team. They gotta pick a kill, that is, and they really should push with this, but they're not doing it yet. And, you know, a lot of times in ESEA Open, you'll just see teams not really confident in their own pushes and their own abilities, so they tend to wait until they have like 2 or 3 kills before they really go in for it. But getting aggressive with that spam there, trying to keep that soldier from getting his overheals. Sadly, can't really do that. And he's not even doing any damage with these pills, actually. If you watch the soldier's health there, the only soldier that's taking damage is this one, and they tried to follow that up. It was 33 health. They knew they'd dealt a lot of damage, so I'm sure they were calling that out to each other, like, look, this soldier's really hurt. But quite manage to do it. A scout came in and saved his butt. Now Crabness is down for the count again. I really want to see a team actually make a push here, because every time there's a player... Oh, Snacks on deck is down. That's a demo man gone. That's an advantage that you push on, because there's not going to be any sticky traps. There goes the Uber right now. Ubers are down for both teams, and very good play here by the demo to actually back away for a little bit. This soldier is in a little bit of trouble, but he does get healed up. And whoa, what is going on there? Oh, Stephanie. Not good. And so that's going to be a back-cap attempt by this soldier with his Righteous Bison. Crabness actually can't get on top of him, but it doesn't really matter. His team managed to capture the middle point, so no more attempt at catching over on that second. And now actually, oh, they lose Yoshioka. I still would like to see them push on this. Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They could actually get out here and capture the point, except that they just lost Schoenberg, which isn't too good for them. So now there's, it's like, oh, Shaquifa coming in here getting a kill on Crabness too. Crabness actually killed himself, but hey, you'll take it. And Shaquifa needs to start pushing up pretty darn soon here. Oh, look out for the pills. Oh, Shaquifa, no! He's going to run back to a health kit, which is what you got to do as a roaming soldier. You don't want to take heals away from the medic. The medic has too many players to keep maximum healed all the time anyway, so the roaming soldier tends to try and go for kits instead of getting heals from the med whenever he can, which is fairly good for your teams. If you think about it in terms of like heals per second, a soldier eating one of those 50% kits will get a lot more heals than a scout. Oh, big push in by the soldier up here. He's actually going through Sneaky, I think. I don't know where he went anymore. Oh, okay, he is still going for that med, but I don't think he's going to get it. Nope. Cryptic losing a couple players here. They are pushing in with an Uber, though, which their opponents do not have. They've still... I don't think he died in one rocket, bro. Oh, okay, OBJ going for a kill up there, and the scout is actually going to finish this off. He takes down the medic. Nice kills by Evan Stapler. And so he's going to come out here and start capturing the middle point, kind of looking around for anybody. Of course, if you were a scout, you pretty much need to move around like a spaz constantly. And he does see some spam coming in, so he's going to back off a little. They need to stop that cap on second. Okay, they do. And Evan now could... Yeah, this is really good play by him. He's going to wrap around and try to take down this scout as he retreats. And he does. Good aim on this scout here. I'm liking it. So, I'm liking it. No, so Evan Stapler, okay, it looks like he wanted to try and get back in again, but he really can't. And at this point, Cryptic and Trees Fortress have about the same Ubers. Just about, they're within like 7% of each other. That's not too bad. I'm actually surprised to see Trees Fortress pushing on this as they are. There is a sniper, though, going for some hits. He only got a body shot there, which is 50 health off, 50 damage. Not a huge deal. And Cy Lakes is down right now. That's going to be a sniper down. And so now Cryptic is in a little bit of trouble here. They are getting pushed pretty aggressively. Oh, look at the kills, though. Snacks on deck with a sticky kill for 2 enemies. Crabness and OBJ down. Schoenberg down as well. The medic is still alive, but he's actually pretty darn close to the enemies. They need to back. Yeah, there you go. Way, way up. Oh, get farther away. Don't want to have their Uber popped right now because they don't have enough players to really make full use of an Uber. Whenever you pop an Uber, unless it's just to save your skin, it really needs to be with all of your players up so you can keep them all as alive as possible and they're all able to deal a bunch of damage. The heavy over here is getting pressured by his scout. Oh, and he gets taken down. No Uber flash for you, but the scout is down as well. Actually taken out by that SMG from the sniper. That's secondary weapon there. And Black is at about 30 health. Gonna run back here. He managed to just barely sneak out alive with his life, but and yes, alive with his life. Don't make fun of me, but the blue team now pushing out exactly as you were supposed to. This is looking like a really darn good game. The teams, I mean, I think individual skill-wise, they aren't invite level yet, but they are pretty good, and a lot of the decision-making has been really solid from both teams. So I do expect if they stay together, if they keep their collars, if they just improve, I expect to see them doing pretty well this season. But, there are, of course, always teams even in Open, this is the Open division, which is the lowest division of ESEA. There are always teams in Open that have like invite level players on them who just know the flow of the map really well, and they always have like super awesome aim. So you got to be careful about that. But we will see how these teams do against those later on. Anyway, Crabness gets a kill there on Magikarp. Gonna be, well, I mean, come on, you killed a Magikarp. How hard is that honestly. No, I'm just kidding. But no, they do get the kill, and Cryptic now having to back away. They've got the Uber. They should be able to defend the middle point, but we'll see. Oh no, losing a couple of players here. Silex does take down a scout, and then loses his life in return. And you know how in the original Pokemon games, like you'd fight against Pokemon trainers who, whenever you're fighting against a trainer, you always get like extra experience versus just fighting one in the wild. And like half of the trainers would have like Magikarps and what were those like Kakunas and stuff, and the only thing they could do was splash and harden and stupid stuff. And you're just like, okay, actually that was kind of some innuendo, wasn't it? Anyway, whole point is, it was like free experience. Was that what the intent was? Did they intend for that to be that easy, I guess? Whatever. Magikarp isn't that easy. He knows it. He's going to be sniping now for his team. Actually, haven't they had, yeah, they've had Silex out on Sniper for a little while too, haven't they? Maybe. Shaquifa actually sniped once. So these guys seem to have some fairly, I guess we'll call it a deep bench as far as the players they can use. Goes for a body shot there, not able to get the headshot off on that demo. He wouldn't have actually killed him anyway with a headshot. Would have taken him down to lower health, though. Always nice. And looking for an E-girlfriend. It's, I mean, depends on where you do it from. Oh, these snipers both whiffing at each other. Actually, Magikarp takes a hit, but there you go. Some good spam. Going to keep that enemy sniper away. And Shaquifa calling out a trap. I'm not sure where he called it, because he is still alive. So I guess we'll see, ladies and gents. Right now the teams are sort of backed up to this stalemate on mid. And there you go. Crabness takes down Magikarp. Is Crabness going to die here as well? 8 health left, but he will not. And Shaquifa is just trying to keep this scout from pressuring the rest of his team. But Crabness should be able to get a heal pretty soon. He grabs a kit. Let's see. They didn't take down a demo, which I guess is really what they wanted to do. So they're going to wait until they get a more substantial pick than just a sniper. And picking a sniper is pretty important, but oh, Silex takes him down. Evan Stapler going to try and keep those guys from pushing in, but oh, he's taking a lot of hits here. And there you go, one pistol shot there when he was at 22 health. If you were close enough, those pistol shots do a surprising amount of damage. It's like 20 to 22 damage per pistol shots. Especially cool if you're a scout and you can get really close to like a heavy or something. Sometimes you can actually do more damage per second just with the pistol at close range than you can with your scatter gun. Oh, that's probably not true. But it's pretty hilarious just emptying a full clip into a heavy and hitting every single pistol shot. And it's like within a couple seconds he dies. And he's like, wait, what just happened? Did I just get pistoled to death? Yes, you did, Heavy. Yes, you did. Anyway, Cryptic did a really good job of pushing in there on that second point. And Snacks on Deck had an opportunity to get a couple of really good stickies down on his opponents, but he was very low on ammunition reloaded. And his opponents managed to sneak away with their lives. So now 2-1. Trees Fortress here is backed up to their last point, and Shaquifa is just trying to join in the games, possibly the Hunger Games. No, I think he's using the gunboats now. Probably. I'm trying to tell here because it looks like he's got those gunboats on his feet. Yes, I think he does. So he's pretty much just going to be a rocket jumping maniac for the moment. He's going to try and go in and force the enemy medic to pop Uber. He's also going to try and keep his sniper defended here, and the sniper does take a shot. Both these well, speaking of taking a shot, ooh, I don't even want to think about that right now. But both these snipers really getting decent plays on each other, but they're not getting the best of shots. And Shaquifa could push in anytime he wants to. These snipers, though, really, really scary. And yeah, this medic is going to be hanging out. This is probably where he was before. The sniper was looking for him and just could not find that medic to shoot him. So this is actually a neat little spot here for a medic. Magikarp does get taken down, so Shaquifa is just going to be like, oh crap, well, that kind of sucks, buddy. Sorry. But in return, OBJ's down. If anything, I would expect to see Shaquifa moving in right now, but I guess he's just kind of trying to lay a trap here. Crabness getting a bunch of kills, though. He takes down Snacks on Deck as well. Thing is, they just can't do anything about it right now because there are still enough players left alive on the red team that they would have to watch out for a back cap. And here you go, Shaquifa has decided to go in, try and force the enemy medic. Oh, but that's just not going to work at all. So actually, I guess the rest of his team was pushing in too, and so that was an immediate focus call on Shaquifa. He has been taken down. The Trees Force team has to stop this point from getting captured, but it looks like they do pretty quickly. This scout should not be alive for too much longer. actually, nice dodging and weaving by him, but the sniper's gone too. So now OBJ, I mean, they're gonna want to lay sticky traps here on last, and oh, they've got to deal with this demo man. There you go. Stick up that last point. Maybe send out the scouts. Oh, Schoenberg, why are you going heavy? There's only 2-3 enemies left alive right now. If I were them, I would have gone out for the capture with some scouts, but looks like they did not think they could get away with it. Oh, that's why, because it was halftime. So 2-1 in the half. Okay, well played. Well played. I shouldn't be second guessing. And we're going to go on into that second half very soon. Do you remember that going into the second half, they will switch colors? All the players the same, but the colors are not. And let's just take a look at these points real quick. Wait, why is? Oh no, I'm sorry. Those are pings. Oh, you guys are scaring me. And that is something you don't normally want to see your roaming soldier do, which is take the health kit from the demo man. But oh well, it's like it is going to work out for now. But wow, actually some really good plays coming in from the scouts there. Schoenberg and Evan Stapler and a Kritzkrieg out for Cryptic. It's like they are going to want to do some massive critical damage, but they need to get out there and do it super fast. They don't have a demo right now. I really would like to see them pop this on a soldier very quickly, but it's going to be too late. Their opponents are going to have an Uber, and oh, it looks. Ooh, this is not the right call. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it, Cryptic! No, this is gonna be. Oh, they might get away. Oh, they might get away with it. Oh, nope. Oh, okay, they do get 2 kills on it, but they didn't get the medic, and so they are gonna lose theirs. Probably gonna lose his soldier as well. And so that's just gonna mean a big Uber advantage for Yoshioka Dash. Honestly, I mean, it was decent surprise move there, and actually these scouts really are wreaking havoc right now. They could get in and get some more hits on the med, but they've really, they're trying to focus on, oh, they take down the demo. This is looking really good for Cryptic, actually. They have followed this up surprisingly well. Evan Stapler going to try and stop this, but even he is taken down. Cryptic capturing the middle point after really what was effectively just kind of a bad Uber from Yoshioka Dash. He didn't keep a lot of his players alive. I mean, it was good to pop it, and he kept his pocket soldier alive, but he lost, a scout and a soldier right off the bat. And at that point, they didn't have any more cohesiveness as a team. Cohesion? Is that what I'm looking for? So Cryptic ended up just playing really well there. They might end up tying this game up pretty soon. So let's find out. Cryptic, what are you doing? Magikarp is going to have to back off from that. But they are just trying to poke in and do some damage over on the flanks wherever they can. It's that kind of thing where if you're just constantly poking your enemy every so often, he will stop paying attention to a particular flank. You can get a scout or you can sneak in a roaming soldier. You just have to be really careful about doing that. Well, I say really careful, but I don't think... I think most of the invite level roaming soldiers would agree with me, actually. They'd probably just say, no, you don't have to be careful. You just have to pick the right time, then go in and be ridiculous, really. That's what happens. But here comes another Kritzkrieg. Can Yoshioka Dash stay away from the critical stickies? Looks like he can. Goes for the... Oh, no! Oh, he went for the Uberson. I think he actually hit it, but ended up eating a rocket to the face. So now, Trees Fortress will capture the point. And they just need to get their medic back alive. Looks like both medics are going to come up at the same time. So if Black stays on the Kritzkrieg, they will have an advantage. The Kritzkrieg builds a little bit faster than the regular Uber. Let's find out. Let's find out. Come on, where are you? Yoshioka Dash going Kritzkrieg. They're both going Kritzkrieg. Oh my! This is going to be pretty insane, as usually when this happens, both teams will pretty much have the charge at the same time, and both of them will pretty much bring their demo men at each other and crits them at the same time. And so it's whichever demo has the better aim usually ends up winning the Kritzkrieg. This is going to be crazy. OBJ, I mean, he's had really good pipe aim so far, so I would not put it past him to win this, but I mean, it's almost a coin toss at this point. We're going to find out pretty soon. I think they are going to rush in here and just try and go for the crits right away, which, I mean, when you got the crits, you got to be aggressive, and they see it. Here they go. Uh-oh! Oh, Black gets taken down straight away. They didn't even see this coming. That is not good for Cryptic. Oh, no. So that was really well played by Trees Fortress, but they got a little bit lucky. Their opponents were not watching for that demo man to come in, and they really should have been. Now, the saving grace here is that Shaquifa did take down Yoshioka Dash, but there's only one player left alive to defend the last point. It is Magikarp, and if you were defending your last point with a Magikarp, there is something wrong with you. So that is Trees Fortress taking... I think they've taken it up 3-1. I just want to see what their scouts do here at the mid. Let's find out. Yes, it is 3-1. 25 minutes left to go. This is anybody's game, guys. Cryptic, I mean, they've been playing decently well. It's just these Uber pushes sometimes aren't working out for them, and they need to be watching their flanks and watching all the different entrances to their to those paths a little bit better. Evan does decide to take the high ground rollout, which means he's going to be waiting for maybe a soldier to jump or waiting to get behind there. And he does need some heals now. He's going to go in and try to get some kills on, or at least some damage on that soldier. And that soldier was too busy focusing maybe on the medic. Could not hit the scout at all. And I didn't even know that spot existed. Or maybe I really didn't. Which it seems fairly obvious, but like that's really cute. I've never seen that used in like a pickup game or invite or whatever. Grabness gets taken down and he spots a scout. Gonna come in and get a couple shots off on him, but it is too late now, and so he does have to retreat. Kind of wasted that hiding spot there. I liked it. I liked the hiding spot quite a lot. Oh, an Uber forced out of the red team. What are they pushing into, though? Three's Fortress. I mean, looks like they want to maybe... They want to... What were they doing? I guess they forced an Uber out of their opponents, so that's cute. But they lost their demo man, and so now Cryptic, even though they don't have an Uber anymore, they can push. And they really should. I think they're going to. I like that. Good decision making all around. Shaquifa gets taken down. In exchange, there is a scout gone for Shree's Fortress, and this medic just trying his best to... dodges right into a scout. But the rest of the team keeps him alive. Crabness is down. Schoenberg was the scout, I think. I don't know where he is right now. Looks like he's downstairs. Whoa. Gotta get back here and defend your last point, buddy. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Medic's not healing right now, which is going to give just a little bit of an Uber advantage to Cryptic. And, Yoshioka Dash gets taken down. So, not a good position to be standing in on that point. And that is probably going to be the capture. There you go. Cryptic bringing it back. It's now 2-3 in favor of Cryptic. Cryptic. No, it's definitely Cryptic, guys. But Trees Fortress 2 still leading the game. And let's see Snacks on deck. Come on, roll out, buddy. Alright, that's not too bad. I'll have to grab that health kit, but that was a nice fast roll out by him. And he's... I hate when that happens. His sticky connected just barely to the side of that post, so his first sticky was off. Doesn't matter too much. Usually that first sticky doesn't do a heck of a lot of damage anyway, but sometimes you can get lucky with it. He's going for hits on those soldiers. Didn't quite manage to hit them, but maybe the rollers can... a nice shot there. Actually does hit one of the soldiers. But Cryptic losing their players. They need to probably back out now. They've got decent positioning on the point, and they really want to go for the capture here. Oh, there you go. Shaquifa and Stephanie, both the soldiers coming in and doing incredible amounts of damage. We didn't even get to see that, but they just took down half of the Trees Fortress team. I think Cryptic is going to come tie this game up right now. They can push in pretty quickly here. They've got to watch out for... Where's Pop Pop? Oh, he's all the way on last point. Yeah, no, they don't have to watch out for anything then. I mean, they still should, but no, they are going to push it. And they will cap the second point without having to pop their Uber. What is OBJ doing? What are you doing? Okay, no, he is backing up. Good. He was laying down a little sticky trap there, but he will back away properly. Where is that sniper? There we go. Crabness on the sniper again. Crabness, the state of being a crab. And the Ubers popped immediately out here. They just want to come in here and use that advantage very quickly. This is textbook play, ladies and gentlemen. It's exactly what you do when you have won a mid-fight that decisively. You kill the enemy medic, you get a huge Uber advantage. You push last with the Uber before they even can build it up. Cryptic has tied the game. It's 3-3 now. And, well, we saw Snacks on deck. I want to see OBJ. Oh, OBJ messed that rollout up, and he is going to have to go grab a health kit. In fact, what is he even doing? Oh, not good. So he does walk out of the main entrance. Doesn't take any damage yet, but he's not able to deal a lot either. And now there's a scout coming in. He's got to really watch out for that, because as a demo man, I mean, you are the primary target for those scouts, especially on the middle fight. And yep, they can't do anything about this right now. They're going to try and sneak in, deal a little bit of spam. Oh, look at that soldier! Crabness coming in and getting a crazy kill on Black. Cryptic losing their medic, and now they're going to start losing a lot of other players too. It might be time to watch these scouts. Here's one thing I was actually told. When one team loses a whole bunch of their players, the other team's scouts are exactly who you should be watching most of the time. Because, okay, in this point, they've lost all their players, but if they haven't lost all of them yet, then the scouts will tend to be playing cleanup. They are the fastest classes around without having to hurt themselves, so they can chase people down very quickly. You will see them do that a lot. And what is he doing? Okay, Shaquifa on the sniper right now. He's going to try and watch for where this Uber comes in, but I think it's actually going to come in from lower, which means he will not be in position to take advantage of that. And there it is. Yep, it did come in from that lower entrance. So they're doing some pretty good damage so far. Snacks on deck and Stephanie both down. They need to... Oh, crazy stickies from OBJ taking down Magic Orb and Black with one det. Det being detonation. And it's now 4-3 for Trees Fortress 2. And just for this round, I want to take a look at what the medic does healing-wise. Yoshioka Dash, how do you heal your players? Going to try and buff up those scouts just a little bit. Get on this soldier pretty quickly. Okay, so he has done that. He's on his pocket. Or actually, this is probably the roaming soldier. Yeah, it's Crabness, the roamer. And now he gets on his pocket. The roamer is going to have about 250 health by the time he gets out there. The pocket will not have a full overheal, actually. Or, no, I guess she will. Never mind. He will. She, he, it's a he. It's Pop Pop. So, at least I think. Cy Lakes gets taken down by Crabness. And this is just weird positioning here by the red team. They're taking advantage of the fact that their scouts and the roaming soldier were in on the flanks, and Cryptic was not able to do a lot about it. OBJ didn't quite manage to get that kill, but that was a surprising reflex sticky right there. He saw the soldier jump, dive bombing in for the medic, and he immediately laid a sticky where he thought that soldier was going to land. I like that move. Now, the Uber popped there. Probably not the best idea by Cryptic, actually. That was not a good decision to pop an Uber just to try and stop the middle point from getting captured. They had fewer players on the field, and they knew their opponents had an Uber as well. So, I mean, really, what did they expect to accomplish out of that? Force enemies Uber to pop, and then lose their own medic, and yeah, not good. Cryptic, I mean, they do try to stop this point from getting captured. Silas going for the medic. Can he get him? Oh, pretty close. One more meat shot would have done it. And now Shaquifa coming in trying to get that kill. They can't do it. Yoshioka Dash is on top of it right now, and the rest of his team is keeping him alive here. So, I mean, there actually isn't really an Uber advantage. So I'm kind of wondering why they were really diving in after that medic. It's 6 versus 4 right now with a couple of these players. There you go, just respawning. Heavy and Engineer. So Team Cryptic, they really don't want to lose this. They are going super turtly. Of course, with your Heavy and Engineer, you're not going to get any mobility out of these guys at all. They are pretty much walking tanks, especially with the Sentry, of course, for the Engineer. The Engineer himself, not that much of a tank. He actually doesn't have a lot of health. 125, I think. Oh, and a Pyro. So we're going to watch some Pyro play here. This is definitely a pro lander team right now. Oh, and look at this. Pyro's going to come out here and start air blasting immediately, just trying to keep the enemy medic away from this. So a good defense so far by Cryptic. They've got to keep their players alive, but they will do just that so far. It is only 2 players left now for the red team. Trees Fortress 2 ran into a brick wall there pretty much, and ran into brick walls. It's not good for you. You can break a few bones doing that if you're not careful. So don't, okay? That's your public service announcement for the day. Just try not to run into brick walls. But yeah, that was a really, really great defense there by Cryptic. They pulled out all the stops. They went, what's called Pro Lander, which just means they have one of each class, but it's a 6v6 game instead of a 9v9 game. So instead of being Highlander, it's just Pro Lander. And, oh no, Black, what are you doing? OBJ gets a really nice kill there on Black. And that actually could seal the game away here. Even though there is a Heavy out right now, he's going to have to fall back to last. And it's not that hard to take down a Heavy once you've got a couple players focusing him down. Oh no, he wasn't even able to fall back. This is probably going to be the game. Yoshioka Dash very close to having a Zuber. Can he stay away? No! He cannot get away from Shaquifa, who kills him down. And that is it's actually super huge, because that was going to be the end of the game right there. It is 4-3 right now in favor of the red team, Trees Fortress 2. They could have gotten that 5th capture very quickly, but Shaquifa gets a really clutch kill on the medic to save that point. Crabness coming up now on the sniper. They need to get a pick. They need to get a kill at this point, or else they are just they're just going to be in trouble. So, well, not in trouble, but it's going to take them forever to actually make a push, and a push would inevitably fail if they can't take down like the medic or the engineer or something. And Crabness has not been spotted yet. Oh, just can't quite hit the med, and now I think that medic will be nice and tucked away, nice and secure somewhere where he cannot be shot by a sniper. It's never fun when you're playing medic to be like in a spot where he is right now, because you just know that you can't move around very much. You can't keep as many players overhealed as you want to. It's not a good feeling, but it's better feeling than getting headshot. I'll tell you that, because the feeling of getting headshot is it's one of the worst. It's definitely one of the worst. So once again, engineer, heavy, sniper defense. So this time around there is no pyro. Pyro play was really kind of a surprise play. Oh, nice shots by Crabness. Takes down Shaquif with a fully charged body shot and takes down Snacks on deck. That is huge. There's no demo man now. He can walk in here and start dealing crazy damage. The rest of his team is going to be able to cover for him. Anyway, here's the Uber right now. They are going to force an Uber out of black, but Crabness immediately gets on the point, and really at this point he's just trying to force his opponents to stand on the point to defend it, because if he can keep them on the point itself, the rest of his team could try to clean up. OBJ is going to get in here, and what is he doing? Oh, he was actually standing at the door trying to spawn camp there. But, oh, this attack is so weird right now. Evan Stapler just respawned, and there you go. Cryptic should be able to push out, and oh, maybe not, though. Only 3 players left alive, and now the enemies are slowly respawning. Yeah, they actually can't push out anymore. Evan Stapler does get taken down. Good kill by Silakes. And now Schoenberg trying to stop Silakes just from getting away here. Can he do it, though? Nope. 10 health left on that scout, and he will be just fine. Schoenberg needs to get back to a doctor, maybe? Yeah, probably. And look at that, he's not going. He knows the health kit is there, but he doesn't want to take it. He wants to leave that for his roaming soldier, leave it for his medic. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yep, Kritzkrieg out of Yoshioka Dash. They are trying to build this as quickly as possible, too. They want to make sure it is building at the maximum rate, so he's healing players who are very hurt right now. And so we're going to have to watch the OBJ cam, because this guy is going to be taking the Kritzkrieg very soon. This could be the surprise move they need, but they've got to be careful. There is a sniper out there right now. This first sticky is everything. Oh, okay, they take down 1 player, but it's not enough. Their opponents are about to have an Uber, and they do just barely get it in time. They are going to try and keep this point defended for as long as possible. I think they'll have it, too. It's 4 versus 3 right now. Oh, they take down Shaquifa. And the medic gets pushed off by a rocket. He's going to have to be really careful about that. OBJ, though, is down. That is a full wipeout for that attack. Did not work very well for Trees Fortress 2, and now Cryptic should be able to run back out and capture the point. Once again, there is still enough time for them to hang in this game and win it, so they're going to do just that. They need to, well, I don't know if they're going to win it, but I do know that they're going to get out here and capture this point very quickly, and now they're not in danger. Oh no, Crabness gets the kill on the medic again. Seems like every time Cryptic pushes out onto their second point, somehow they have lost their medic this round. Not a great thing for them. They're not yet in danger of losing their last point, but they have an Uber disadvantage right now, and they also have a heal disadvantage, which means that, you know, unless they can hit those health kits, they just aren't going to have as much health as the Trees Fortress 2 team. Is their sniper still up? No, it is actually, they didn't have a sniper. That was Crabness on the sniper. He's the only sniper alive right now, and Yoshioka Dash just trying to keep himself secure. He knows that he's going to be the primary target right now, and there is a scout on him. He pulls out the needles to try and help keep himself alive against that. It's pretty crazy right now. He did actually get that kill on Silakes, too. It's another medic kill that we saw with the overdose. But yeah, there is almost an Uber ready to go, so they are... Wow, I need to slow down my speech a little bit. But there is an Uber ready to go now. They need to push in with this quickly, but he's going for a health kit. By the way, Yoshioka Dash, just want to be clear here. If you actually Uber, you can't take any damage, so you probably didn't need a health kit. What are they doing? They need to push right now. They've got the Uber advantage. Just push in! They don't have an Uber! Oh, it's too late. Their opponents are now going to have an Uber ready to go. Now they're going to keep their sniper pretty secure here. Oh, they get a kill on the Shaquifa. Yeah, I mean, push in now. You got to pick. Although sometimes on Snakewater, I've heard that you really need 2 or 3 kills to effectively push in. But there you go. They're trying to take down the sentry nest. They haven't actually killed it yet. Oh, no, it is down now. Okay. And it sounds like Crabness got another headshot on somebody. The heavy is down. This is not looking good anymore for Cryptic, and they're losing almost all their damage classes. And the medic is coming out just to try and stop the capture, but he might get pain trained to death. No, Crabness out here as the sniper. He was one of the last players left alive. The medic helping get the capture, and that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, that was a pretty intense one. Trees Fortress wins 5-3. A really intense game in ESEA Open. I do hope you guys stick around and watch XTV as well. XTV's got some crazy casts coming up this week. Do watch. I'll try to cast with them as well, at least one day a week, because I love doing it. But do hit subscribe here on youtube.com/fatmop for more awesome TF2 action, competitive stuff all the time. Do stay tuned.